The Lakota people, also known as Ikche Vichasha, or real people, have a rich history. They traditionally resided in the vast expanse of the Great Plains of North America. Their ancestral lands were central to their culture and way of life. This territory was known as Kenku Luta, or the Red Road, a significant cultural name. The Red Road encompassed a substantial portion of what is now the American Midwest. This region supported their nomadic lifestyle and deep connection to the land. The Lakota spiritual tradition functions as a comprehensive way of life, not a Western religion. It embodies the understanding that all existence is interconnected. The universe is perceived as imbued with profound mystery and inherent power. Humanity is considered to share a deep kinship with all of creation. Mitákuye Oyás'iŋ is a profound concept originating from indigenous cultures. It translates to all my relations, signifying universal kinship. This phrase expresses a deep connection to every element of the cosmos. It embodies the understanding that all beings are interconnected and interdependent. The Lakota are a major division of the Sioux people, a prominent Native American group. They are one of three primary divisions, alongside the Dakota and Nakota. By the 19th century, the Lakota had evolved into a distinct and unified nation. This nation comprised 7 distinct groups, forming a powerful confederacy. These 7 groups were collectively known as the 7 Council Fires. The Lakota groups, as the westernmost Sioux, adapted their culture to the Great Plains environment. Their way of life was intrinsically linked to the buffalo herds that roamed the plains. Following these herds was central to their subsistence and cultural practices. They resided in teepees, which were portable dwellings perfectly suited for their nomadic lifestyle. Teepees became an iconic representation of the Lakota's adaptive and resourceful culture. The 7 council fires represent a significant historical and cultural grouping. These include the Oglala, Sichangu, Humpapua, Nikovoju, Shihashapa, Itazipcho, and Ohenuingba. Each of these divisions maintained its own distinct identity and traditions. Despite their individuality, they shared a common cultural and spiritual framework. The Lakota's religious traditions shared fundamental commonalities with other Sioux groups. These shared beliefs extended even to non-Sioux communities, indicating broader cultural connections. A central element of this shared worldview was the concept of Wakҷáŋ. Wakҷáŋ refers to an inherent mysterious power. This power is understood to pervade all existence. This concept formed a core spiritual foundation across various indigenous cultures. At the core of Lakota spirituality is the concept of Wakҷáŋ Tҷáŋka. This term is often translated as Great Spirit or Great Mystery. Wakҷáŋ Tҷáŋka represents the totality of all that is mysterious and powerful. It embodies the sacred essence of existence. This concept signifies the unified life force of the cosmos. It is a fundamental principle guiding Lakota understanding of the world. Wakҷáŋ Tҷáŋka is a fundamental concept in certain indigenous spiritual traditions. It represents the collective sum of all sacredness and mystery, not a singular deity. This concept embodies the underlying power that animates and connects everything in the universe. It signifies the pervasive spiritual force that binds all existence. Wakҷáŋ is an invisible energy or life force that animates all things in the cosmos. This omnipresent power signifies its pervasive influence throughout existence. It flows through all living beings, including humans and animals. Wakҷáŋ also extends to the natural world, encompassing plants and stones. Furthermore, this life force is present in elements like the wind and water. The kinship principle posits that all beings are interconnected through a shared spiritual essence. This essence, often referred to as Wakҷáŋ, imbues every element of creation with sacredness. Consequently, all beings exist in a state of intrinsic kinship, forming a universal family. This principle reinforces the concept of all my relations, emphasizing mutual respect and responsibility. It establishes a profound familial connection among all living things and the natural world. Wakҷáŋ Tҷáŋka is the great mystery or great spirit in Lakota spirituality, the source of all existence. From Wakҷáŋ Tҷáŋka emanate the Wakʔáŋpi, which are spirits or beings imbued with sacred power. These Wakʔáŋpi are honored and petitioned, reflecting their profound influence on the world. They embody various aspects of the sacred, connecting the spiritual realm with daily life. Lakota tradition recognizes a complex spiritual hierarchy. This system includes 16 principal Wakʔáŋpi, or sacred beings, powers. These Wakkyáŋ are organized into 4 distinct groups. Each group contains 4 Wakkyáŋ, forming a structured spiritual framework. Their ranking is determined by inherent power and significance within the tradition. Superior spirits are revered entities in certain indigenous belief systems. Why? The sun is considered a primary source of light and life, embodying vitality. Shkang, the sky, represents universal motion and the dynamic forces of existence. Maka, the earth, is honored as the universal mother, symbolizing nurturing and sustenance. Associate spirits represent powerful entities within certain indigenous spiritual traditions. Hangwi, the moon, is an associate spirit linked with women and the concept of timekeeping. Tuate, the wind, symbolizes the essential breath of life, a vital force. Wap, the divine feminine, embodies harmony and balance within the spiritual framework. Wakļáŋ, the thunder beings, are powerful spirits associated with storms and natural phenomena. These spirits collectively form a significant part of the spiritual understanding and worldview. Subordinate spirits are revered entities within certain indigenous spiritual traditions. Mitákuye, the buffalo, is a key spirit, symbolizing sustenance and abundance for the people. Hunungpa, the bear, is another significant spirit, often associated with healing and strength. Tuatuye Topa, representing the 4 winds, are guardians of the cardinal directions. Yumni, the whirlwind, embodies the powerful forces of change and transformation. These spirits play vital roles in the spiritual and daily lives of indigenous communities. The concept of inferior spirits encompasses various animating and spiritual essences. Nia represents the breath, the vital force that animates all life. Nai refers to the ghost or shadow, the spiritual remnant that persists after death. No Hila is described as a distinct, spirit-like essence, a subtle spiritual presence. Shichung signifies spiritual potency or intellectual power, a profound inner strength. Beyond principal spirits, countless other spirits inhabit the world. These spirits vary in nature, with some being benevolent and others potentially dangerous. The world is understood to be permeated by a pervasive spirit presence. Navigating this spirit-filled world requires wisdom and careful discernment. Lakota tradition recounts the significant appearance of the white buffalo calf woman. Her arrival occurred during a period of profound suffering and hardship for the people. She is revered as a sacred being, embodying divine presence and wisdom. Upon her arrival, she carried a sacred bundle, symbolizing her spiritual gifts. This bundle contained teachings and ceremonies vital for the Lakota people's well-being. Her story holds profound spiritual significance within Lakota cultural and religious beliefs. The white buffalo calf woman is a revered figure in Lakota spirituality. She presented the Lakota people with the Changnuingpa, the sacred pipe. This sacred pipe became the most significant religious object for the Lakota. She provided instructions on its proper use for prayer and spiritual connection. The Changnungpa facilitates a profound connection between the Lakota and the universe. 7 sacred rites were bestowed upon the people. These rites are ceremonial practices. They are designed to govern the relationship with the divine. The practices aim to maintain spiritual balance. These rituals are fundamental to their spiritual foundation. White buffalo calf woman concluded her teachings among the people. Her departure was marked by a profound transformation. She changed into a white buffalo calf as she left. This transformation symbolized hope for the future. It also represented a promise of renewal. Her departure included a pledge of her eventual return. The sacred pipe, known as Changnungpa, holds profound significance in Lakota spiritual traditions. Its bowl is typically fashioned from red pipestone, a material revered for its sacred origins. This pipestone is meticulously sourced from sacred quarries, emphasizing its spiritual importance. The pipe stem is crafted from wood and often adorned with various symbolic elements. The pipe itself holds profound symbolic meaning, often representing the universe. Its bowl is typically understood to symbolize the earth, the source of life and sustenance. The stem of the pipe connects to the bowl, representing the interconnectedness of all existence. When assembled, the pipe unifies the cosmos, bringing together distinct elements into a whole. The smoke generated from the pipe is believed to carry prayers and intentions to the spirit world. The white buffalo calf woman gifted the Lakota people 7 sacred rites. These rites serve as foundational spiritual practices for the community. Inipi, the sweat lodge, is a rite of purification and spiritual cleansing. Hangblecheya, the vision quest, is undertaken for individual spiritual guidance. Wakļáŋ Tļáŋka, the sun dance, is a powerful ceremonial observance.